In a small town nestled deep within a valley surrounded by towering snow-covered mountains and evergreen trees, stood a quaint little village, known for its warm-hearted people and the most enchanting Christmas celebrations. Every year as December arrived, the town transformed into a sparkling wonderland, with twinkling lights draped over every building and pine trees, adorned with handmade ornaments, glittering in the soft glow of the winter moon. There was a feeling in the air that something extraordinary was about to happen. The villagers had been preparing for months, weaving garlands, baking sweet treats, and rehearsing songs that would echo through the snow-dusted streets. The centerpiece of the town's festivities was the grand Christmas tree, a magnificent evergreen that stood tall in the heart of the square. Its branches stretched wide and high, laden with ornaments, crafted with love by the hands of the townsfolk. This tree was not just a symbol of the season, but a beacon of hope and unity for everyone who lived in the valley this year, though something felt different, as if an unseen magic lingered just out of sight. It began on a crisp morning when the first heavy snowfall blanketed the town, turning every rooftop and pathway into a soft white canvas. Children tumbled out of their homes, dressed in bright woolen scarves and mittens, their laughter ringing through the frosty air as they built snowmen and engaged in playful snowball fights amidst the cheerful commotion. An old storyteller named Elias, who lived in a cottage at the edge of the forest, gathered the children around a roaring fireplace in the local inn. He began to recount tales of a mystical star that appeared once every 100 years in the sky above their village. According to legend, this star brought with it the ability to make wishes come true, but only if the wishes came from a place of genuine love and kindness. The children listened wide-eyed, their imaginations alight with possibilities as word of the story spread. The villagers began to look up each night, searching the sky for the fabled star. Some believed it was just an old tale, while others swore they had heard of such a phenomenon from their grandparents. Among those who believed was a little girl named Clara with sparkling eyes and an unyielding belief in miracles. She spent every evening on her porch, wrapped in a thick quilt, gazing at the heavens, her breath forming tiny clouds in the icy air. Clara had a wish, a deeply personal one. She wanted her father, a wood carver who had been away for work in a far-off city, to return home for Christmas. As the days grew shorter and Christmas drew closer, the preparations reached a fever pitch. The townsfolk sang carols as they decorated their homes, filling the streets with melodies that seemed to carry on the wind. One evening, as the village gathered around the grand Christmas tree to light it for the season, a soft golden light appeared in the sky, at first faint, then growing brighter until it shone with a radiance that bathed the entire valley in a warm, ethereal glow. The crowd gasped in awe as they realized they were witnessing the legendary star of Elias's tale. For a moment time seemed to stand still as every heart was filled with wonder. Clara clasped her hands tightly, closed her eyes, and whispered her wish. The days that followed were filled with a renewed sense of magic and possibility. People seemed kinder and more thoughtful, helping each other with their preparations and sharing what they could. The star remained in the sky each night, its golden light a constant reminder of the power of hope and love. On Christmas Eve, as the village gathered once more around the tree to exchange gifts and sing carols, a distant sound of bells echoed through the air. Moments later, a horse-drawn sleigh emerged from the snowy path leading into the town, driven by none other than Clara's father, his face lit with joy as he leaped from the sleigh to embrace his daughter. Tears of happiness streamed down Clara's cheeks as she held her father tightly. Her wish had come true. The villagers cheered, their voices blending with the melody of the carolers as they celebrated the miracle together. That night, under the watchful glow of the magical star, the village seemed to sparkle even brighter than before. The legend of the star was no longer just a tale, but a truth etched into their hearts, a reminder that love, kindness, and belief could create miracles. As the clock struck midnight and Christmas Day began, the star in the sky began to fade, its light growing dimmer until it disappeared into the vast expanse of the universe, leaving behind a memory that would last for generations to come. Clara and her father sat by the fireplace in their cozy cottage, surrounded by friends and family, sharing stories, laughter, and the simple joy of being together. The grand Christmas tree in the square continued to shine its lights, reflecting the warmth of the season that radiated through the village. The story of that magical Christmas spread far and wide, becoming a cherished part of the town's history for years to come. Each holiday season, the villagers would gather to retell the tale of the star that made wishes come true, passing it down to their children and their children's children, ensuring that the spirit of that extraordinary Christmas lived on forever.